Hi everyone, Michael Estabrooks here again. Today I want to talk about, I think, one of the most important, if not the most vital piece of information I can give you, which is learn to take action and execute. I talk to entrepreneurs, or I talk to people that are wanting to start a business, and they have all these great ideas. They say they're doing all this research. They're learning about they're learning about their area. They're learning about their niche. They're learning, about all the stuff they need to do. They're writing notes down. The issue that I have is that you can only learn for so long without actually going out and doing. Another thing to know is when you have an idea and when you have a plan, the plan is only as good as your execution. So the two things I want you to take away is that you need to learn, you need to read, but you need to take action on those things. So the way I like to go about that is when I'm trying to learn about something new, like how to get more social media awareness, or how to drive more traffic to my website. I like to read take notes on 5 different things that I want to do, and I like to spend a couple weeks doing as much as I possibly can following those 5 tips or piece of information that I've written down. Now, why only 5? I do 5 because I feel like I can only implement 1 or 2 at a time, or 3, and I want to see, what I can do. And if I have those 5, I can always interchange something and see if that's going to work out better. But I'm not overwhelmed with information of 20 different things I'm trying to do at the same time, and you can't execute properly on that. The fewer things that you actually have on your plate, the better you're going to do at it. When you have a to-do list, it's great to have lots of things on there. But when you're trying to implement something, if you're trying to execute a plan, you want to keep things simple and easy to follow. And that's why I like to stick with just 5 things. The other item I want to touch on is when you have a business plan or when you have an idea in mind and you start executing on it, you start taking action, you need to be willing to alter that plan based off of what customers, what feedback you're receiving, what you're seeing, or what you aren't seeing. So if you're doing one thing, if you're posting on a blog every day, I'll use myself for example, and you aren't getting traffic on your website, it doesn't necessarily mean that your content isn't high quality information, that isn't absolutely vitally important to help people out. It could be, and that's what you might need to test. You might need to test by sending it out to friends, asking for some feedback. Use all your resources, ask them to read it and give you some critiques. Give them, the positives and the negatives. But at the same time, you need to make sure that you're taking the time and testing something else. So it might be going out on social media and advertising yourself, learning to market yourself. So you might want to read up on, how to send out information, how to draw traffic to your site. Just because you're posting good quality content, there's tons of other people that are doing the same thing. But what's your niche? What are you doing differently to draw people to your site? So, take your feedback that you're receiving and always figure out a way of changing that by finding a way to alter that. And it's all about testing and analyzing to be successful, no matter what your business is. If it's a physical location in in a strip mall, or you own a building, or you have a piece of real estate you're trying to rent out, or you have a service that you're trying to sell. Whatever you're doing, make sure you write that down and write down that plan, so you can go back and go, okay, what was working and what wasn't working, and that way you can do the best analysis when you try to change or alter 1 or 2 things at a time. Do not try to change or alter 20 things at a time, because you will not. So the main point to take away is learn to take action and then learn to execute. Now I'll have more videos on this of explaining, how I do that, take action and learn to execute better. But those are the 2 simplest things when you're becoming an entrepreneur, when you're doing anything really, is just learning to do those 2 things, because you need to know how to actually do something, and then you need to learn how to do it properly. And that's what execute really is. It's learning to do it as efficiently as possible and doing it very well. So I hope everyone enjoyed that tip. I know this was a little longer, about 5 minutes long, so I hope everyone stayed with me. If you like this video, can you just like and subscribe to this channel? And if you want more blog posts, check out michaelestabrooks.com, and I'll see everyone soon.